Mhm. Hello. Speaking. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Hooray! It went certainly something last time. It it went certainly something last time. I wouldn't say it went super well. I would say it certainly went. Woo! Radio's gonna go harass people. Your specialty. You just went "Hey, I exist. Hello?" No, 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 no. You just went, "Hey, I exist. Hello?" We'll be fine. But hi, Quinn. Yes. Okay. Ima so for self-degloving, imagine your skin is a glove. Yes. Yes. Specifically hand skin. Mhm. Yeah. Because it might and it might be for us, we might be, "Oh, yeah, that was nothing." But for you, it might be, Oh, no, that was horrifying. Yeah, Dash Ducks. Epic the Musical, watch Epic. Mhm. Hi, Jack. And actually, we would prefer if you get overwhelmed. Bye-bye. Woo! You straight up going, if this is too much, I will send the link for Epic the Musical. I can send link? Question mark? Let's find out. We're gonna find out now. I have power. Put it all on. Congrats. Woo! And you're gonna have a fun and safe time too. Yeah, but does Little Nightmares have self degloving? Yay! Muffins called. Look, here's the VODs channel. Yay! Game. Uh, Excuse you, I did not lose. I'm not thinking of anything. Ever.
Your You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I want to see what happens if we just leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Away from here, obviously.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Let me walk away.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Oh no.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Ooh, a different direction.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Yeah.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realise that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Oh no.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all.
Yes.
You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh no.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Really? Ooh. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I watched your tricks. Those walls weren't here the last time.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you can pull that off.
I wonder if it would let us just sit down.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Lie.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
No, I've never taken anything seriously.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him.
Yeah,
he's just being
maybe.
difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Aw, boo! I just wanted to sit crisscross applesauce.
The cabin interior
on the
is
floor.
wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Yo! Strange cabin in the woods. Wonder
The only
what's gonna
furniture of
happen.
note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. Good as a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway. No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
A lot.
You can't just
If you want
say
me to
that.
actually do what you
when
want,
everything
a
here
lot.
is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Fear has never once crept into my heart.
Oh,
Only humor.
You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
But what if I want to study the stressful geometry, my
How?
guy?
Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Toss the knife, toss the knife, toss the knife, toss the knife. Yeah, I vote look at mirror first, and then take the knife.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Handsome. I am so handsome. I am so handsome. I'm
We shouldn't
just
waste
a
time
handsome little
preening.
guy.
If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? So we're all in agreement then. We're looking.
Yes. Approach the
You
mirror.
walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't
A
funny.
mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how
Ew.
ridiculous you look right now.
Why is my hand like that?
But it was there a
That's not
second
my
ago.
hand.
And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Take the blade, I guess.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Can we throw knife?
Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom. It'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Yo!
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Yo! Can we toss knife?
Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Yes!
Yes! Do it! Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I
Yes!
suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess
Yes.
without it.
This is great.
We'll
This
be
is
fine,
great.
don't
I
worry
love
about
this.
it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Pretty crowded.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
That
if the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
The one drink that tastes like nothing.
Her voice,
I need to
a
look it up
disquieting
again.
collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave.
Yeah.
This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we?
Voice of the
and
hero.
he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
Sideways? We could go sideways.
And what's that?
Come on.
The fate of
let's
the
go
world
sideways,
hinges on
friends.
your success. There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
No jump. No jump. Oh, this is so sad. This is such a sad day. Yeah,
You
let's
step
go
to the
left
left.
for now.
The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel.
My legs.
The air around you
nothing.
grows cold the further you progress. At first, a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like
Yay!
blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
Whoa. Ice spikes.
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
Yikes.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Must have been the wrong stairs.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Oh. Hello.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Ooh.
The princess,
Yeah.
eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And, why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
And do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
I don't know about you.
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
As the princess
Okay,
speaks
then.
again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Except now she's smiling. Look at her face. She's so happy.
We can do that? I don't like this.
Do you like being
It's those
upside
cabins
down?
all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late.
How do you unsee?
You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yes! There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Yes.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going.
This is perfect.
Neither do I.
No, no,
Which
no.
is why you need to slay her
I
now
like this
before
very
things
much.
get more complicated
More
than they already
princess,
are.
More princess, more princess.
How would we even do that?
This is
Where would
funny.
we start? Could always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're
I
going to be
would've.
able to put her back. Kinda hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
No, more questions.
I don't think what I do really matters, does it? I just want to live my life. I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that. Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. Okay, this was fun for a
Yes,
bit,
more
but
questions.
we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Nope, more questions. More questions.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness
your name?
or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do,
Hmm.
really. You can call me Princess if you'd like. Princess. No, I don't need a name.
My name is whatever hushed whispers follow in the wake of my devastation.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
That's not
What, like you need me
untrustworthy.
to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you?
See, that's
Why
just
are you
sad.
even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. but at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up,
I will devour you.
Click at the top. See if it'll let you just...
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this?
Oh no.
Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
No.
Rowan, are you playing Slay the Princess?
Marvin!
Hello.
Story!
Oh my god,
how's
it is
Twitch?
Story has a Twitch.
Oh
It
my
is,
God,
it is,
Story
it is.
has a Twitch!
Its Story
Wait,
has a
wait.
Twitch. Hello.
Wait, all three of us need to speak to make sure that, the story isn't covered up by Orpheus.
Ah!
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 Cool. Let me pull up your stream so I can give you one extra view. That reminded me of something you messaged me about earlier. If you give me a bit more specification, I will take you up on that offer.
The princess.
Yeah, okay.
The
Awesome.
princess. Slay the princess.
Slay
We're
the
just being
princess.
silly. We're being haha silly little guys. And we went, ooh,
As you should.
ooh.
As you should. It's a lovely... That is the way you should play the game. Just be a little shit.
Would you like a little miniature grape story? I'm holding it up to the computer. Have it. It's yours now.
Oh. Hello. I'm Story
He
has a
tapped
Twitch.
iPhone.
I'm half iPhone, half shapeshifter, and that's somehow somehow translated into a fucking book moth. I don't get it either.
I'm just
At
a
this
little
point,
guy. I'm just vibing.
At this point, I'm just a shapeshifter. I've been everything.
You've been half
I've
iPhone.
been a bopper, Yeah, that was the first skin that I ever had.
And just to remind you, chat, it ain't me.
Stop.
It's gross. We are
Wrong one.
not, and will never be. Ew. No. Gross.
I think Star would rather die than
Honestly, yes.
than being the partner of anyone from our friend group. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like
Yeah.
you guys are great, and you guys are hot, but no, thank you.
Yeah, no. Aw, thank you, Marvin. But yeah, no, agreed.
Real.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror.
Mirror. Now
Why is it
look
here?
in the mirror
Why now?
again. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror.
Love this game.
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you,
Yay.
don't do this.
I saw you were live. And I was there like, oh, I'm gonna join Rowan because that feels like fun. It's been a bit since I talked to, like, I don't talk to Rowan that often, so I want to talk to them now. We need to talk more often.
Yes.
But I can help you come up with gods.
We need more of them. Have you ever wanted to be a cult leader? Since the death of God, there's been an opening.
The big thing open.
The death of
You
God.
can feel the board. Fierce how.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
I didn't finish saying my thought earlier, but he said I saw Rowan playing against like, oh, I'm gonna join them. They I haven't talked to them that much. Then I joined and I saw it was Slay the Princess, and my brain cell went wild. I love Slay the Princess, Rowan. I love Slay the Princess. Yeah, Starry has a Twitch. Hell yeah, for real. But yeah, I saw Slay the Princess, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. I'm actively working on a piece of fan art for Slay the Princess. Do you want to see how it's going?
This doesn't feel right. It feels
Thanks.
different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
I don't like that thing.
Oh, is it me?
It's you.
Oh no, that doesn't look like me.
Are you sure?
I know what I look like.
Do you, Star? Proceed to the cabin. I'm gonna wait until you finish this section to send you the piece of fan art. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh, you wish.
I want become princess. I'm just a little princessy guy.
Oh, I bet you'd love to become the Princess Star. As an
Fuck.
avatar of the end, I'm sure you'd love that.
I'm an avatar of the vast. Ooh.
No, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that yet.
Or are you the
Nothing
princess?
as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you? All the way at the top.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Ooh.
Tell me about this vessel. Oh,
Aw.
yeah.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Woo.
Yeah.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
That is so vast of you. That is so vast of you, bestie.
Yeah.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished,
Oh no.
dry, hollow.
Hello.
Boo. Yeah, let's wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you. You are as I am
Let's wait
now,
forever.
and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
I
You'll
love
always
this.
come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
What?
It is possible because you said you'd stay there forever. Anyways,
Oh, I love that.
yeah. Oh, Rowan. I sent you the I sent you the piece of fan art. I'm still working on it, right? But it's DMs. Thank you.
Oh, your screen is just white now on your
Oh, you
Oh
should
my
change that. You should put
gosh!
something in the dirty naked background. You should put
Oh
like a
my gosh, how
face.
could you? How could you? Oh, my eyes! My
Like, it's
eyes, they burn! My eyes, they burn!
yeah. It's
Do,
really
do, do, do,
you
do.
select the white and you get rid of the
Have
white
returned to me.
and
Though
boom,
you were gone mere
transparent.
moments, I never left your side.
Oh, one sec, one sec, one sec. You aren't sharing again. You aren't sharing again.
You aren't sharing. Oh.
Ah!
Return to me. I know you were gone mere moments ago. I never left your side. God damn, that's so cool. I love this game. I love this game so much.
How many more pieces?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I love this game so much. What? No! Do it! No.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
The princess.
Cheese. Oh no, my life.
Oh,
It's
no.
broken.
No, don't worry, don't worry.
Can we be?
Don't worry, don't worry. You have multiple more rounds of that to go.
Genuine question. Can we be?
You have plenty more rounds of that to go. Spiral vessel.
You're on a
Bring the
path
stranger
in
to
the
her.
woods, and at the
What
end of
was
that
it?
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Oh.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I love the narrator. I love the hero especially. He's rather cool.
Can't someone else do this? Oh, no. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you
I
go
love
any
how
further.
I've just been eating little teeny tiny grapes this whole
She will
time.
lie, she will cheat,
Tiny
and
grape.
she will do everything in her power to stop you from
like-
slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, so apparently this is between like
The
4
interior
and
of the
5
cabin is almost
millimeters
entirely bare.
wide.
The air is stale
Great.
and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a
Yes.
fine layer
You know
of
what
dust.
else is?
The only furniture
You know
of
what
note
else
is
is
a plain
4 to
wooden
5
table.
millimeters long?
Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Oh no, there's no mirror. That's so sad.
Mirror's gone. Is.
That's so
The
sad.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No, take the blade. I say you take the blade.
You take
the blade from the
table.
Options.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, that's really funny.
Oh, we don't have that option
The
anymore.
door to the
That's
basement
so sad.
creaks open, revealing a staircase
Oh.
faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I mean, it's her basement. We're just guests. It doesn't matter that she's, stuck there.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, I think I'm here to kill you. Question mark.
Yes.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay then. Okay then.
I love
I'll
this
come
one
down the
person's
stairs.
remote.
Great job. You gave away the element
Don't
of
need to ask
surprise.
twice.
Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Aw. Poor
Is
princess.
she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me. That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
I mean, I bet a ton of people would love to have conversations at knife point.
I would for the princess. Rowan, I'm gonna hold a knife at your throat whenever we meet each other. Oh, wait! I just realized why you were saying it. No.
Marvin, did you not get the joke? No.
Do you guys know of a cliff nearby?
Huh?
No,
Please, Jeff. Please.
don't cliff it.
Please,
I hate you.
beg of you.
I hate you.
Yes?
Don't put that on TikTok, please. Oh.
No, the latency is too quick. Usually it takes like a good minute or two. Because
Don't you dare.
I've done it.
It's
And
fine.
I've been like,
We
oh
can
no.
decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore
I
the
think you're
trembling
right.
in your hands and tighten your grip on
Yeah.
the blade.
Wouldn't it be
You
funny if we
poor
were holding the
thing.
blade
Your hands are shaking.
of
Are
the
you
of the
scared
knife?
of me? Because you should be.
It would be haha silly.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I love how having friends
you should
leads me
just
to search
drop
things
it.
like one
Best not
half
to risk
pinky
finding
nail
out what I
whip
can do.
because I needed to know. I needed to know how large the grape was to perfectly describe it to Marvin. Because I can't be like half an inch.
Millimeters?
Yeah, I needed to know the millimeters.
She's unarmed.
Okay.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her
Oh, I
through.
didn't give you the option to squint.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job. Finish.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Thanks, Johnny says. Thanks. Nah, he's a bird.
The
That's
two
why
of
he
you
has them
clash
like
for
that.
the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh no. That's so sad.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
I love her.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die.
Woo!
Mexican. The adversary. Yeah.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin,
Oh, is everything
and
pinkish?
in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
It looks like everything is pinkish.
You're here to slay
Just
her.
slightly.
If you don't,
Slightly
it
gray
will be
pink.
the end of the world.
Did you know that the frames were hand-drawn?
Yeah.
We can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going? Seriously? You're just
Stubborn.
going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Away.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this
Oh my
path
god. Cabin.
also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still
I
be
hate
saved
the
after all.
narrative. Let me get away from it. Yes. Turn around again and
You're
leave
really keen
again.
on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't...
What's going on? Where are we?
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you.
Did you listen?
Maybe you should have saved before you turned around.
Oh. Yay! It's the hands! Yo! Hello, hands! Don't claw at my soul. Whoa!
You're on a path in
Save
the
her.
woods.
Let's save her this
And at
time.
the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
You're gonna. Okay.
If you don't, it will be
I
the
want
end
to save
of the
her.
world.
She seems so cool.
You're just gonna leave that path that you were doing unfinished, okay? You do that.
What do you mean?
You left it unfinished.
No.
It's... No, you can't. Oof.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though. We don't want to kill a princess.
You are
That's so
silly.
sad.
You are
Your
silly,
silly
but you need
little
to
guy.
save before you do something that alters the entire game.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying
There's
a
only
princess
so
is
much
much better
thread in
than
this
slaying a
world.
seamstress. Seamstresses contribute
But
something
but
of
it's
value
looping.
to society.
It's okay. Loop good, no loop bad. Think of the replayability. Yeah. Have you considered that
fact.
she only
Fun fact: there is an ending.
because
That is-
she's locked up?
There's a special ending if you don't go to the cabin every time. Like if you if you all the times that the loop comes around, you don't go to the cabin even from the beginning. Yeah, I know you did. I'm saying, if you were
Are you
to
serious? No, you have to do it.
No, don't do. No. If you're trying to get that ending, it's already fucked. You can't get that ending anymore.
Have you considered that she only wants to only because she's locked up? I can read.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me
Fine,
assure
we'll
you,
go up to
the
the cabin.
princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste
don't
even
trust
more of
you.
our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality
Sure.
doesn't matter here,
Whatever.
because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
No, I'm not gonna. Can't make me. Can't make me. I'll go to the cabin, but I'm not gonna kill her.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Yay.
But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah, you're right.
Ignore him.
We
He doesn't know
are.
what he's talking about.
We should save her. It'll be great, friends. Smiley face.
Smiley
Ah!
The interior of the cabin is almost
Why?
entirely bare. The air is
There's-
stale and
yeah, the
musty,
mirror only
and the
appears-
floor and walls are
The mirror only
painted in a
appears
fine
chapter
layer
2 and
of dust.
onwards.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
is your implement. That's what you sound like, narrator.
You don't necessarily. If you want to save her, you shouldn't take the blade, unless you want to save her. Even though you take the blade, it depends on what you want to do.
I want to save her. Okay.
The door to the basement
Okay, I mean,
creaks
you can
open,
save her both ways,
revealing a
but this one's
staircase
easier.
faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient
Oh
wood.
no.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's
Yeah.
hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
It'll be fine.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Of course. Time loop. She trapped us in a horrible time loop dimension. But we didn't kill her the first time. Okay. Hit play. Of course I'll come downstairs. Walk.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She looks
There's
like
a heavy
wet
chain
cat.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall
Oh
of the
no,
basement.
look at her. She's so sad.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
No.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Woo. I'll see what I can do.
capitalized.
You're only making this more difficult.
There are
Thank you.
14 entities.
Thank you.
Entities.
Choose the one that's meant to be. And then it's just Gertrude standing menacingly in the background.
It is. The energy. No.
No, it's real funny because we're like, yeah, let's play this horrific game. And we're just chill.
You're making
We're
a
just
huge
chill.
mistake.
Versus the last one we played when we were like, yikes.
You're doing the right
Yikes
thing.
on spikes.
You walk up
I
to the
love this
chains
game
binding
so
the
much.
princess
This
to the wall
activates my
and give them a
neurons.
tug.
This activate my brain.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh,
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier
I
for
think I
everyone.
wanted to-
Look at the mess you're in.
what did we not need to know? Marvin, nobody
I think-
needs to know that.
I'm indecisive.
Marvin, nobody needs to know that.
That I'm indecisive.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe your
I'm gonna-
partner does.
Gonna just blink. I just meant that I'm indecisive and I don't know what to do with my life.
Yes, but have you considered the two assholes you're in call with?
I do consider two assholes. I do consider two assholes I'm in call with, which is why it's funny to say out of pocket shit and then mean it like I mean it, but you guys will interpret it, in a strange way somehow. I'm just a silly little guy who doesn't understand life.
Oh my god.
Therapy?
Oh my god, just continue. Yay.
Yeah.
Continue the game.
We're therapy couches.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic
Yes.
rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out
They
of these
did.
chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's use it to free her.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this
Isn't she
place.
so cute?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground,
Oh no,
and the
an
heavy
arm.
chains follow suit.
No.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Think of it like your arm skin is a glove.
She smiles softly as her gaze
The
meets
glove
yours,
would be inside
blood
out
from her
when you take
wounded
it
arm
off.
dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still
just a
smiling after
normal-
everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
No arm.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your
No,
body
worse.
steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, warn
Warn
her.
her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know
that,
you don't have to do
okay?
this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. The princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Good, good.
Stop
Good
it.
job,
Stop
princess.
trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade.
Resist.
Move the blade.
I like to imagine the fucking character because it's good from the character's like a kind of like a bird like creature. I just imagine it moving the head like birds do, going doop, 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 doop. As he's trying to fight.
As your
Cannon.
body remains frozen
Cannon.
in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
She's really fucked. She doesn't know how to kill someone in this version, okay?
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
It looks so miserable.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does
Oh,
she?
bestie, you're doing your best.
Apparently not.
It's
Though it doesn't
trying
matter
her
how
best.
sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Aw,
And you die.
poor princess. Look at her. She's so sad.
Chapter 2, The Damsel.
Damsel.
You're on a
Aw.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
No, no, please. Please.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
Send me a YouTube video.
One you sent me earlier.
I love YouTube videos. I love videos.
Now I remember. Yeah, that's a good video to send Marvin.
Oh, I've had that for like a month.
No, Marvin is chilling. Oh, wait. And then I'm. Yours
high on the-
is.
Oh my
And
goodness,
then
looking for voice
And then
actors.
mine is gender, ouchie head, angry face. Yes, I had a headache.
Need to change.
Mine is just a gender, ouchie head.
If he doesn't remember
I'm
what
changing mine
happened,
to
then
I hate
maybe it's
Rowan.
best to keep it
Why?
that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us
Mine,
last
I
time,
can
did
keep
he?
gender,
If
ouchie
we're going to
head,
save our
angry
beloved,
face.
we'll have to be
Actually, I'm
sneaky
changing
about
to
it.
I hate Eden.
Our
Our
beloved?
beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
No.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all this reality already happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very
Was
different
that
questions,
good?
but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Hell yeah.
Let's say for a
In
moment that
Barbie
this really
Row.
is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Life is fantastic. Yeah. Someone
You
should
died
take
last time,
voice
which
clips
probably
from
only happened
Venture
because you
and turn it
didn't
into
listen to
Byakuya from Danganronpa.
You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
Or have you?
I haven't. Huh?
Not this version of
So
you.
confused. Oh shit, you're right. This is the truth. Smiley face.
Hmm. Not on stream.
Good.
Lamau.
I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Death.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Which video?
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple.
Oh.
Princess bad, stop her, save her.
Yes. How do you like it here, story?
Save. Save before you do something stupid. Okay. Okay. Are you gonna turn around and leave now?
Yes.
Just be quick about it. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
I don't know. Honestly.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world. I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Narrator Johnny. Yeah. Shut up, Johnny. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. This narrator reminds me to Jonathan so badly. Yeah. Shut up, Johnny.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay.
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange.
And now I turn around again.
Also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Do you think
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
It really is.
Forever.
Yeah.
I think they're brothers.
Oh no. I think she might hate us.
You're on a path in the woods.
Now you can reload the other one if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Ooh, and
The
there's
only
a mirror.
furniture
Entire
of note
place
is an
is
ornate
different.
wooden
Yeah, there's-
table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather
Yeah,
out of
another
place.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here.
Yeah.
I hope this means you'll
Yeah.
finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Oh,
Yeah.
for you. It is. It is like season 1 Johnny. Jonathan Sims.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
No, they have not. Knight in shining armor simulator, slay the princess.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on
Oh,
edge.
that means this
and
thing's-
hopefully it doesn't get turned
Must
on
be
us
delightful for you.
again. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Yeah.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Aww.
Did you hear that?
She's so sweet.
She
this
said
round.
we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job. Blade in hand, you run the princess down.
Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry.
fuck,
Did I do
narrator?
something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the
I'm going
world
to die
is
now.
saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult. I feel sick.
Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught, grief-stricken, inconsolable.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
Get over it. You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and...
Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly, you're not doing this.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe?
Don't you
You
believe?
plunged the blade into your own heart and collapsed to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right.
This
You're
game-
all sorry.
This game kind of reminds me of a certain disorder. Which one? Oh yeah, it's
Everything goes dark, and you die.
it's like Disco Elysium. Both of those games just really feel like, you know.
You're on a path in the woods.
You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job.
Fair enough.
I'm still here.
Oh, and I'm still here
Aw.
too.
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life,
The keyboard is my favorite voice
she's
too.
still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
So you've been
Oh
here
my
before.
God.
Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that
I
I'm
need to
anxiously
put
worrying
my
about.
limeade back in the freezer.
Take us to the
No,
cabin and take us there
fridge.
now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be
not
damaged
freezer.
even further. Though I fear the
I
rift
know where
between us
limeade
may
goes.
already be permanent.
I'm sure you do.
I'll be right back.
Right back. It's amazing, that's what it is. It's a beautiful metaphor for beautiful things. And as it says at the beginning, it's a love story. A very fucked up love story. Well, it's... You'll say it's... Well... I'm sure it's fine. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get myself some orange juice.
The prophet, my comrades, this land confuses your mind. So no matter who we
Hello.
find,
I am back
full
upstairs.
speed ahead until we find the prophet.
Until I know this lyric.
We're waiting for Marvin.
I know this lyric. Okay. Full speed ahead. Until
Yellow. I'm back.
Okay.
full speed ahead.
Shut your
until
screams.
something.
Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who've died. Now nothing's what it seems.
But here in the underworld,
Anyways.
the past is always close behind.
Yeah, no, I put on Epic the Musical while y'all left.
Valid.
Fair enough.
I keep thinking of the infant from that night.
Sorry, I had a visitor for a quick second there. Voice of the Sleep.
This game is.
And if it is
this-
permanent,
this-
then what? You'll kill us again. Oh, you
This
just
game gives me
wait
a
and
headache.
see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Bereavement.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of
We do
dying.
keep dying.
Yeah.
Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant.
Either you die.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens. Oh,
Oh no.
how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Can the voices be gay?
Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it. I'm looking forward to it. Good.
It's kinda kind of
I am too. Can I talk?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead and that her very existence currently poses a
God damn
direct
it.
threat to the entire world.
I don't even see the fucking cabin.
Yeah, this isn't even woods.
I'm done with this. Bye. Hold on. Yep. Nope. No. Fuck you.
You can't run from your consequences forever. One way or another, you'll have to face what you've done. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
You're supposed to wind up at the cabin, but everything is getting fuzzy.
What's going on? Where are we? I don't know. But it feels like home.
That makes sense. For the
Of
cool
course.
voice.
Oblivion is what we deserve.
Maybe you deserve Oblivion. I just like the cemetery.
Is she gonna yell at us because she hates us again? Yep, okay.
You're on a path.
I am curious. I am gonna load it back, but I'm gonna quickly rush through this. I'm very curious.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay, we're just gonna continue on to the cabin.
You make your... We're not going to ignore...
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin blade is your...
Just take the blade. Enter the basement. Tab. Continue down the
Good.
stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
No, I'm just gonna kill her.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Huh?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Sure.
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous? They haven't told you anything, have they? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Interesting.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. You charge the princess, but she casually...
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you.
We've already done this.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing
Except
what's
now
left
she's
of your
suffocating
life
us.
out of your lungs.
This is the end,
Oh
isn't
no.
I'm afraid it is.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in your here.
And now, turn around and leave.
Right.
Now you can turn
Seriously?
Yeah, well, I saved
You're
it
just going
before.
to...
I just wanted to real quick get to that and see what happens.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange.
There's another cabin.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Oh, hey. Cool.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy.
Ooh.
What's going on? Where are we? We're dead, obviously.
Voice of the broken.
Ooh.
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a texturized weapon. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds, undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Desperate pleas. I do not hate you. I am sorry. I said I hate you. I do not have to hate you. We can still leave this place together. And offer, we can be friends. Ecstasy, you are elated. You have never felt more elated than you feel now. Everything is good. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than euphoric joy. A reminder, we can be worse than enemies. Agony, you are torn into a million pieces and you feel pain in each of them. You have never felt more miserable than you feel now. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than anguish. Mercy, you are elated again. You have never felt more elated than you feel now. A contrast to the agony you've suffered. This is elation. This elation is better than all of the other elation you have experienced. Round eyes looking up at you. I need more vessels so that I can be finished. I cannot find them on my own. For they are me. You are the only one who can do this. You are our only salvation. Bargaining. What can I do to make you stop? Okay.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay her.
Save. Load. Yeah. Alright, cool. No, I was just curious what was gonna happen, so next time maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time you can do like all of them.
Yeah. Just keep leaving. Yeah, so it's like we're just gonna do a quick slay and then we'll go back. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Yes, I already told you that she's alive.
Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well. I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive. Influence doesn't require life. But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed. I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Whatever happens next, it seems like we need to go to the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright?
Listen, Johnny. You deal with all these voices in your head.
Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Fucking take that fedora off, okay?
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly
Fedora
lost
stays
it.
off during sex.
God damn it.
I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive?
Right.
What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin, your extremely important destiny, await.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and
Huh?
brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless. But you're not alone.
One of the
You can
versions
feel
that I
something
drew,
watching
the art that I
you.
did.
There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live. She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door, it's just that damn mirror again. Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become. If it even lets us look before it vanishes too. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started
What if
to
I just
worm
kill her,
its
and then
way
kill her, and then
into
kill
each
her, and then
every
kill her?
one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've
I mean,
done.
there's gotta be a route where I just
So if
keep
you felt the
continuously
oppressive
murdering
guilt
her.
I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement? You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way. It's time for all of you to see what we've become. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
I like the cold
I
voice.
see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope
I liked
she
that one guy we
might
had for
still
the
see
second
some
run
good
star. I
in us.
missed him.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
funny. He was funny.
No way left to go but down.
Which one?
I don't remember his name, but it's if you immediately turn away.
Oh,
It's,
the contrarian.
The door to the basement
Yes.
creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized,
We wanted to
trapped
know if
for
we could jump
eons
off the
until your
stairs. It said
arrival.
no.
Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love! She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Are we good? I think we have a lot to talk about.
You receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us?
Oh
Don't
no.
like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed. Of course she's livid, and with good reason. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain.
She's already dead.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead. No! What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
You are an idiot.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
I don't. She's in a wedding dress.
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table. We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything. But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved. You sure snapped back to your old self quick. Yes. Seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
She doesn't. Okay.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire. She's trying to kill us.
A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Are you mad at me for killing you?
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
She's holding a grudge.
She wouldn't. She's perfect.
Dude.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement,
I mean,
dancing
my
up the
perfect
walls and
woman
painting
would hold a
every
grudge for my
surface with
perfect
strokes of flame. You're
Yeah.
choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm.
Marvin, do you like women?
I do. I'm bi.
I don't remember these
I'm
things.
bi, Rowan.
I don't remember! I don't remember, man! We don't talk, son! Congratulations! Congratulations
I do remember
on
you're bi, though.
congratulations on being half straight.
God damn.
For the record, I can say that I'm a bisexual.
I know.
Chat doesn't always know that, Marvin! Despite the
Well,
bi
chat.
flags I have on my screen.
You have a bi flag on your screen.
I do!
Yeah, but that could just be because the colors are pretty.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't matter that it's a heart and in the hands of a cat boy.
Yeah.
That is kind of
You'd be
embarrassing.
the type. Star, you'd be the type to get chased by the police and say, "Oh my God, it's bisexual lighting."
Wait, that's not even bisexual, okay?
We've never burned to
No,
death
I'd
before.
cry first.
I wonder how
You'd
it's
cry.
going to
And
feel.
you'd cry like, "Oh my God, it's
Bad.
bisexual
I
lighting."
bet it'll feel really, really
Yes.
bad.
Yes.
Yes, it will be terrible. So you'd better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I hate this guy so much.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion. As you rush up the stairs towards the princess, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno.
I mean, she'll die if it sets on fire.
You push through the flames, trying to ignore the choking hot air filling your lungs. You manage to reach her, your hand wrapping around the hilt of the blade. But the metal is already blistering hot. Your hand sizzles as it melts on contact. You can't so much as pull away, your nerves seizing up as they're fried, the bones of your hand fusing in place around the weapon. The princess, smiling warmly as her skin bubbles away, places her hand on yours and clutches it to her chest. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
Oh, there was a message deleted by a moderator.
It was me.
Ah.
But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything.
Was it
See?
spam or was it actually a person?
It was spam.
Okay.
It was so bad.
Because I'm like, I only see two viewers.
So much worse. You'll get used to it.
There are still the feelings of the heart.
Those never
Oh
go
no,
away.
the burning eyeball.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin. It's very romantic, really.
Burning down the house.
We
burn
got
at the
our
hands
happy
of a faded
ending
spirit.
after all. We can die happy.
The fuck? Oh? But despite your best efforts, you do not die. It's time for you to leave. Memory
She's
returns.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? I would have kept them in the dark if I were you.
Thank you, voice of the cold.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before.
I didn't end.
Before I die of a broken
I didn't cut the dialogue off. You could see it. Silence. So reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. I'm still here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Huh?
Lovely.
Destroy my body.
What? No. Wait. Save before you decide to do stuff.
Before I do anything, save the game. But it's a time loop game,
Yes,
Marv,
yes,
and
yes.
it doesn't matter. Use your will to end it. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward, touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh, I didn't know you could.
So it doesn't do anything.
Club, scroll a
There's
bit
still
down.
much to be seen.
Okay.
Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Words are
Scroll a bit
difficult
down.
for me.
Okay.
They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
I'm trying to save the option to ask about the lessons.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? What do you feel about me?
Yeah.
These vessels I've been bringing to you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do you need me to bring you?
What are your thoughts about this vessel? Do you
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one
Yeah,
is
always ask my
passion
question.
betrayed. But even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart.
Oh!
It gives you.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you. My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay, so that does nothing. Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Are you fucking serious?
Good.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
I'm going
And
insane.
in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Wow.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Jesus, Johnny.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Time to die, bitch.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
I
princess.
like her the least in the first
There's a
round.
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the
Fair.
basement.
I said I like her the least in the first round.
She's so coldly
Fair
beautiful.
enough.
Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
First round is really like a blank slate.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
She's just really rude.
Steal your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I've done it before.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Oh,
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
of course not. That's too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that. You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
She does look pretty dead.
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Jesus.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? For whatever that's worth.
We'll try again next time, John.
Everything goes dark.
Yeah.
And you die.
Everything goes dark.
The razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that
Wow,
way.
gaslighting.
Yeah, actually, let's just keep Johnny in the dark here.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? You won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
You say that, Johnny.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
That's not quite how that happened.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Turn around and leave! She's just gonna want to compromise with us again. She's just gonna want to compromise with us again.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying
What,
her.
Marvin?
Don't believe a word she says.
Marvin, what is it?
I just said she will lie, she will cheat, and she will take
Yeah.
a stick out her ass.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
This time we're gonna ignore the mirror.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told
It's her
you.
nails, dipshit.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right? A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed?
You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten
She's so
you before you
silly.
finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
Yeah, Johnny.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
You're acting like you are.
My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity.
Sure you do, Johnny.
Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Yeah, I'm not trusting this buy.
It's boring if you leave.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit.
In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion.
Huh, how conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
Shut up.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and
Is she about to
confusion.
eat her arm?
And then she slices through her arm.
Okay, never mind. I think that was still worse the last time.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
Yeah.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
Oh no.
Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense. She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
With a squelch, she does just that.
Thanks.
Everything goes dark.
I'm going to kill you now.
Death. The arms race.
You're on a path
Oh,
in the
no.
woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in the goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. Oh, what? The interior of the cabin is
Holy
sharp.
shit.
A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. Yeah, but for whom?
Oh, there's two.
Someone or something is out there pulling the strings.
Ooh.
They're all just puppets
There's two new
till we can
voices.
figure out how to see them. But what if that someone is us, eh? Wouldn't that be neat? If we were the ones pulling the strings, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have died twice already. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Well, no, she died.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. It's only too much responsibility if these worlds are real.
Buddy, I'm so sorry.
Let's just stay focused, shall we?
Me in life.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. What if winning is the wrong move? It isn't. I don't care whether you trust me or not, but at least trust that defeating the person who has apparently killed you twice already is a good idea. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. We can see our reality just fine. Why should we trust his? I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Oh.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
It feels like it's hiding something from us. It's part of the big picture. I just know it. That's why it's being kept from us. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Accessibility friendly.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's toying with us. She's acting like she already knows she's won. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Degloving. Yes?
Yes.
Degloving?
Yes.
That's the degloving.
Yes.
Okay.
She's loose.
Yes, it is.
And she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Oh no.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Oh, that's easy! I'm gonna flirt with her! Yeah. Fuck it.
Yes, but
All of these ideas suck. I'm coming up with something better.
That's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you. Ow.
What a surprise.
Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
You're on a... No, you're in a...
Where the hell are you?
We're dead, aren't we? We're dead. How long have we been dead? Have we been dead the whole time?
Yeah.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
As long as we keep moving, it's going to get so loud in here. How are we going to keep it all straight?
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
Flirt.
She wins by killing us, right? So let's just beat her to it. Where is it? Shit. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life, holding her.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Voice of the Contrarian!
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Voice of the Cold is back.
She skewers you.
Yeah, I love Voice of the Cold.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a... Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. Yeah, they're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
God damn it.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only
It's more of a slide.
we know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Makes sense.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too.
No, stop her. Like, don't let him talk and kill her because she can't.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades.
The heart.
A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
God, what
Absolutely divine.
He's a sword fucker.
Yes, behold The perfect woman.
I'm fucking sorry.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. Orator? What just happened?
Yeah.
It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once. You're incredible.
Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear to come. This is a good ending. It's time for you to leave when your returns. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the wrong planet once again. Oh.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me? It will, in time, but you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly
I
where
ain't
she
mourning
needs
her,
to be.
bitch.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Be right back.
Okay.
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
I hate you so much.
We will know when we near our destination. The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me. The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be. I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I'm back. Here on the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I thought this was gonna be a short game.
You're back in the fucking bell again.
Marvin.
You're reading a lot. Yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
You're not doing something wrong. You're just taking your time and going through a lot of options. That's why it's become longer for you. You're
Marvin,
trapped in purgatory.
I have to go soon, man!
You're here to slay her.
Yeah!
If you don't, it will be the end
Save
of
the
the world.
game, god damn it!
Save
the game and go.
When do we finish it?
Tomorrow? Maybe.
Maybe. Will you be here to hold my hand through it, son?
I will be here. I will be here to hold your hand, mother.
Okay.
I shall hold.
See, there's a reference I want to make, but I can't anymore.
What?
Milo Manberg film just kill me already.
Oh god damn it! Oh no. He looks so depressed in that fucking in the waiting thing.
So like just straight up killing her doesn't work. Like falling in love with her doesn't work. Well, we never completely fell in love with her. But like the fuck am I supposed to do, man?
Just keep playing the different rounds. And
Yeah,
see
I
what
know.
happens.
Jesus Christ. Also, Whenever I play these types of games, I always end up bashing my head into a wall, though I love these types of games. Recommend me more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought, like, all the playthroughs of these games are like 45 fucking minutes, and I understand that that's editing time. But, like, I would have thought in, like, almost three hours and 17 minutes.
Yeah, no, this is not a short game, Rowan.
I don't know these things, Marvin!
It's not a short game.
That's okay, it's fine.
You should have looked up the average playtime.
Why would I do that? Do you think I'd look up the games I get recommended to play, Marvin? I just download them and I go, awesome, stream time!
I mean, yeah, but if you think a game is gonna be short...
No, it's fine, I'm kidding. No, it's honestly fine.
Do you want a game that's totally short playtime?
Oh god, what game are you gonna recommend? Hades!
The average playtime is 30... The average playtime... Yes. The average playtime is like 30 hours. It's called Disco Elysium.
A School of Elysium.
The main character. Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium.
I'm like 99% sure the main
I'm
character
gonna
is a system.
search it up.
I'm gonna write down Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium. Chat, have you always it is a $40 game.
It's a $40 game?
Mm-hmm.
My boyfriend bought me a $40 game?
Which version do you have?
I'll tell you like
Which
opening.
do you have the Final Cut or do you have hold on.
I'll tell you right.
Cause he either bought you a $40 game or he bought you a $54 game.
The Final Cut.
Okay, so yeah, he got you a $40 game.
Jesus. What the hell? Why is he spending so much money on me?
He loves you!
I'm sure there's a way for me to share the game with you.
Oh, there is,
I
but
know he
I have to
loves
set it
me,
up.
But I feel guilty.
Oh. Oh. We had 3 viewers. We now have 2 viewers. It's okay. I'm looking to raid.
Across Steam Unlocked.
I'm looking to raid.
Alright.
Do we have anybody?
I don't have any. I just went to check that. I do not.
I don't have anyone.
The only 3 followed channels that are. The only 3 followed channels that are streaming right now are Royer, Tubbo, and you.
Oh. You know, we could just send chat to somebody playing Hades.
Yeah, just send chat to somebody playing Hades. I'm sure
It's my account. Somebody's gonna be streaming. Somebody's gonna stick around for that. Why are they all tagged with may contain sexual themes? It's Hades.
Maybe. Does Hades have contained sexual themes?
No. No, it doesn't.
Are you sure?
It doesn't!
Then I guess it's a lot of adult people tend to play Hades.
We're gonna raid
and talk about how the characters are hot.
This channel that doesn't look like the person's at their desk, but they have purple hair and have my microphone, so bye chat.
Awesome. Bye Rowan's chat.
Have a good day. Don't cause too much chaos. Does this work? Oh, it did not. Hold on. Ugh.
You got this.
It's been a while, man. Awesome.
There worked. It worked.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go. And then, Rowan, can I be honest with